Welcome to
Introverts, Own Your Voice. I'm Tom Marcoux.
And I'm Johanna McLeod.
This episode is about every damn mistake introverts make in business. How to get clients. Now this is a big topic. There are a lot of mistakes, but we can't cover all the mistakes. We're going to focus on the damn mistakes, which are terrible mistakes that have big consequences when an introvert wants to get clients. So, Johanna, tell me about a damn mistake for you.
I think one of the biggest damn mistakes for me is just not having the energy to make my calls.
I'm glad you bring that up. In fact, I have this thing called the Introverts formula to get clients. And the very first part of that formula is guard your energy. And that is a major portion of what we talk about when we talk about every damn mistake introverts make in business. And now we'll really focus in on the Introverts formula to get clients. Now, as introverts, we actually have advantages. Now, perhaps you can relate to this. As I was in my younger years, I really felt at a disadvantage to extroverts.
Oh, yeah.
The idea is that an extrovert shines in a party situation or networking situation. If you ask them, would you like to give a speech? Yes. How long would you like to be? The point is, introverts can naturally say, whoa, when I'm in a party setting or I'm in front of a group and I'm speaking, that takes energy. I pay out energy. So the introverts formula to get clients is about this. It has 4 pieces to it. Guard your energy plus strategy plus rehearsal equals get clients.
All the math people will be happy.
Well, and many of us introverts, because we like to think things through. And that's one of our advantages. What I realized later on is as an introvert, you and I have an advantage. We like to think things through. So the idea then is to use strategy and then to shift from think it through to rehearse it through. We want to get better, and we're going to focus on the word now, and each letter is going to stand for a method. N, nurture your energy. It's absolutely crucial that we choose, that we're selective about which networking events we go to so that we can be at our best, that we choose to avoid scheduling an afternoon meeting because that could take away our people time energy before we go to the networking event. So you should look ahead and you should see what are the most important networking events or speeches I should give or whatever that is, and then protect that energy that you need to have for that. O is optimize your strategy and conversation. Some of us, introverts and other folks, feel that, a networking event. And this dread or this pre-event lack of energy is coming from not knowing how to get out of lousy conversations. So I'm going to share a detail here about that. If someone is talking, and you need to run, you can always say, oh, that tells me something about you. And that gets their attention. And they say, with all that you've been sharing with me, I can really see how you're detail conscious and that you think ahead about things. Oh, by the way, I promised the people back at the office that I would mingle. Been great talking with you. Take care. And you're backing away and you get out. W is wonder, question, and listen. So many times if we're going to do well in a conversation, we want to focus on, and many of us introverts do this naturally, focus on listening. You can make a transition by saying, I wonder, what do you, and then you use the words I wonder as your pivot point. You may not know what you're going to say next, but you say, I wonder about how you think this is. I wonder what was the most valuable part of this conference so far for you. You can change that with I'm curious. Now the thing is about getting clients, it's all about us coming across with good energy while we're in the presence of a prospective client. If that entails you only go to 2 of the workshops in a full day and that you take a nap between them so that you have your energy or that you just have quiet time. Now for me, every day I have some time with wonderful music and actually assembling an analog, a actual physical jigsaw puzzle. This is a way for me to recharge my batteries, and all of us introverts really need to be on top of that. Remember the formula for introverts. The Introverts formula to get clients. Guard your energy plus strategy plus rehearsal equals get clients. The idea is that we want you to perform at your best. That means you have to guard your energy. We want you to do things that are effective. And I shared a couple of things so far in our conversation. That means you need strategy. And you need to rehearse. Just reading a book won't do it. What you need is to rehearse these things about saying, I'm curious. What's most important to you about? Now, the thing about W, wonder, question, and listen, is the questions can be really great if you help people get to what's most important to them about whatever the topic is. What's most important to you about moving forward with this initiative at your company? What's most important to you about helping with this charity? Let's say you were at a networking event that involved a charity. What's most important to you about, and just fill in the blank. Wondering, asking a question, and then listening, and then following up. Oh, tell me more about that. Things like that will help. This looks like a good time for a Marcoux moment. At this moment, we will share an excerpt from one of my 47 books up on Amazon. This book is Relax Your Way Networking. On page 42, there's a section about admit fear points. Some years ago, I wasn't asking for referrals. Why? Fear. I was afraid of asking too soon, of breaking rapport, or imposing on the other person. It's fear that holds us back from getting our product or service into the hands of so many people who would greatly benefit. So now I'm going to jump ahead on this page. There's a section here that talks about it's a process. You admit a fear point, you develop a plan, and then you get coaching, you do rehearsal, and you take action. So these are the elements that are talked about here in this book, Relax Your Way Networking.
I feel more relaxed already.
Okay, I'm with you. In fact, I'm curious now, just like we said earlier in this conversation. I'm curious, Johanna, what are you going to keep from our conversation?
I think the thing that I thought was most valuable for me was picking and choosing the events that you're going to go to, not all of them.
I'm with you. That's all part of the first part of our Introverts formula to get clients. Guard your energy. The idea here is that many people have realized that they need to spend more time at those events where their prospective clients would be, not at certain association events where you're just hanging out with other people like you.
How do you, if you have let's say you have a boss over you, how do you get your boss to let you do that? Maybe your boss wants you to go to everything because you're required to do certain things. How do you get through that?
In a situation like that, it's always about helping them provide you with leadership. So you give them some information. You might say, I really want to do an excellent job with what I do. And in order to do that, each of these 5 elements takes time. Which one would you like me to swap out or replace or drop? What is most important for us to accomplish? And at that point, you talk about whatever goal is really the most important to the company or to the department. So by presenting that information in a structured way, you show that you have the spirit to want to do a great job. You're also showing that there logistically is a limit to where you can be and how much you can focus on each separate item. And in summary, Introverts' formula to get clients is really about becoming aware of working with your advantage, of thinking things through, then converting it to rehearse it through, and then also using strategy and also being where the best prospective clients are so that you can be at your best because you guarded your energy and your efforts will yield the most success. Thank you, Johanna.
Thank you, Tom.
For articles and videos, go to getthebigyes.com. Also, visit yourbodysoulandprosperity.com. We're glad that you heard this broadcast, and we invite you to
Click to subscribe.
and then you'll be supporting me and Johanna and our message.
And so now remember,
Introverts can show their best self with strategy.
I'm Johanna McLeod.
I'm Tom Marcoux.
Thank you.
Be well.
Bye.